fire off an intro.
Crazy. You're telling me that this video, I can't take my nose. Crazy.
I don't know if the intro worked or not, but
I
no
don't
one
know.
is gonna know anyway because I'll edit it after if it didn't, because I'm just not gonna put our flaws on display. But we're
We already
testing
got
out a new
enough on display.
software here. Our flaws?
Yeah.
Is it because we post one episode per week and it's episode 37? It's been
Per
September 2,
per
2023,
week.
I think.
I think the first lie came per week, and then more
No,
lies.
that's what I'm saying.
unfolded.
That's the point of the joke. Like, we said
Okay,
one per
funny.
week, and that first one was September 2023. We're 37th, 39 deep now.
Look at this. Oh, I can't. Oh my god. I'm moving everything. I'm breaking the set. The fourth wall has been broken.
Okay, keep playing with the camera. I'll introduce us.
Oh my God, it's too
well, I
broken.
would do that anyway. My name is Nick. I'm the host of the CineCloud podcast. I'm joined by my. Look, I read your title. I made the mistake. My good buddy here, Nick. Nick is our live-in here on the CineCloud podcast.
Yes.
He's a master freestyler here, and his title below his name is Certified Bozo.
Which is only fair.
It's only
I'm
he believes it's only fair.
Let me prove
Anyway,
it to you.
we're coming to you live on an episode today, and I say live because we don't edit. We're coming to you live on an
We get
episode.
what we got.
You get what you get. We come to you live on an episode today to discuss 2025. No, we are not some, free-spirited, moral helping people to talk to you about how you could flip your year into 2025. No,
Although we could.
we could. But we're going to talk about how we can deep dive into the films that come out in 2025, the massive year of cinema that we have ahead, because it is a really big one. What I've done is I've gone through the year's calendar. I've handpicked 20 films to be a part of this list. I have a little slideshow going beside it, like a 6-year-old at a class. And
I
6-year-olds
mean, if
don't
you're a
use
6-year-old,
PowerPoints.
yeah, that's what I was about to say. Like, if 6-year-olds use PowerPoint, like, congrats to you. We've moved on from life.
Yeah, no, I didn't use a PowerPoint when I was 6, but like a 12-year-old in front of their class.
Bro,
And
you just, like, reminded me of a deep down memory. Like, in first grade, I used PowerPoint. I did an oral presentation on the freaking sloth.
you used PowerPoint?
Yeah. There
That's
were,
goated.
like, 4 slides. Find an
4
image.
slides?
Yeah, find an image, put it on there, do a small research.
What'd you
Crazy.
get as a grade?
I don't remember. It was first grade.
Okay, fair enough. The most vivid PowerPoint presentation I did was I had to make a PowerPoint presentation about Hungary. Like the country, Hungary. I just had to straight up
That's
make
random.
I don't know why. I think I got a good grade though. I used to be good at PowerPoint presentations.
I used to be good at school. I used to be good.
I used to be good at something. Anyway, without rambling on any longer, let's hop right into it. We got 20 movies to tackle, speculation and trailers and whatever that we've seen before.
Everything is subject to changes. We don't know what's going
of
on.
course. I gotta move my head because I can't see what the fuck I've done. Anyway, the first movie on this short list of 20, bang, he sits right there. He sits right there.
Superman.
It's cliche.
Dude, you should
I
have
know.
gotten your brother to freaking talk about this.
I know. He's sick though. He's dealing with strep.
Oof.
He's in bed. Brother
Oof.
Matt is asleep.
Oof.
Brother Matt doesn't get sick often. When he goes down hard. He's in bed, but yeah, we'll have him on. Superman is essentially, I feel like it's on everybody's list as the most anticipated movies.
It's almost as if it's been like in the like popular like spirit for like the past 100 years. So like,
Yeah.
I think people know who Superman is. The question is, how will this Superman fare?
Yeah, I don't know. I think Superman's an iffy character for me. He's on this list just because I'm buying into the hype that everybody else has already bought on. He's always been an iffy character for me, to be honest. I don't find him that cool. And I don't
Was
mean
it because of the poster child status that he kind of has in the whole DCU universe?
So,
like,
to me, it's just because I don't like. I feel like I don't know. I never just
You
enjoyed
never
his
liked his toupee.
character.
Just say it. You never liked his
His
hair.
toupee. I don't care. I didn't care about the hair. I just didn't like the idea that a man was like so invincible. Like I get it, you give him kryptonite, but like let's say you run out of kryptonite, well, he's never gonna lose. He'll never lose anything. And I was like, there's no stakes, in my opinion, when it comes to Superman. However, what I think that this movie has in store is when you get a guy like James Gunn, who's directed the Guardians of the Galaxy movies, and you talk about a guy who was able to create stakes for characters that we don't really care about, that you weren't supposed to care about. Like the Guardians of the Galaxy, you're not really supposed to care about them. And he's able to make stakes for those characters quite kind of high. He did it over the course of 3 movies. He added super emotional beats and etc. So I think James Gunn's the right guy to tackle a guy like Superman.
Especially
Now,
when you
sorry, go
consider
ahead.
the
Go
guy,
ahead.
yeah, when you consider the guy's able to give like an emotional trope to a literal tree man.
Yeah, he
That's when you
did.
know.
Yeah. Yeah, when you get a guy like, yeah, he really does make Groot like an
Yep.
emotional character. It's true. He's got that ability. He's a great superhero movie comic book director. He might be the best we have right now. I'd make that case for sure. It's just my biggest like fear is not Superman. My biggest fear is this being the first piece of the DC Studios franchise, and I'm trying to think. Again, I was a kid, but when Iron Man, the original Iron Man came out, Robert Downey Jr., that was the first piece of the MCU. Iron Man is a phenomenal movie. What happens if it was shit?
Yeah, but you have to
This
keep
is
in mind too that we were young back in that time, but
yeah,
like I never saw the first Iron Man as a like setting off the MCU trend as much as it
fair
was a
enough.
stepping stone for it. Like it opened the opportunity for something perhaps bigger.
Fair enough.
Like and
Except what if that opportunity is already called upon?
yeah, but that's
Like
my point.
Superman
That
is
is the
the first one.
like
Like it's
yeah, yeah,
even
yeah.
worse than Iron Man. Like it's like
Like they're
this.
selling like the bear's hide before even killing it in the first place. They're like, we're
Well,
gonna have this and everything else gonna like collide and then fall upon into place and just make a cohesive universe. When in reality, you don't even know if it's gonna succeed. I think it
I,
will, but like,
well, that's my biggest fear. Is like how far ahead is James Gunn and the crew of DC Studios looking? And I have other reluctancies when it comes to DC Studios. That's an episode Brother Matt should be a part of,
yeah,
discussing the entirety of the plans and where do you go from here type of thing. But he's got to nail this, which is why I'm excited for it because it's
I mean,
not
the trailer looked good for all
it's
intents
pretty.
and purposes.
Like
Yeah,
it
it
looks
is
good.
pretty, and
But
it is like cartoony in a good way. Like you
yeah,
see like how like it has an aesthetic more so than a surrealism in a way that I feel will age way better than what they've previously attempted to do, which is already a good step in my opinion.
I agree. It does have something. He's kind of disassociating himself from the Zack Snyder DC universe, which was just like grim and
I
dark.
mean,
Which
you
is
kind of have to at
well,
this
you
point.
have to at this point because when you fail that miserably, and this is not to Zack. I don't think it's Zack Snyder's
Yeah,
fault.
but
I
it's
think
not a
Zack
question of
Snyder's a good
failing
director.
miserably. It's failing over and over and over again with
That's
small
true.
freaking bumps. Like you failed, you failed, you failed. Oh, you peaked a bit. Oh, you fell down again. Oh, you peaked a bit, but until you reach a
And
all-time
ironically, you
low.
look at DC's like past little bit, and it's like you failed, you failed, you failed, you peaked. There's Wonder Woman. You failed, you failed, you failed, you peaked. There's the Suicide Squad,
The
and not Suicide,
yeah,
the Suicide,
the
which is unironically directed by James Gunn. So it's like, what do you want to do? Like, give it up to him. I'm just saying it's on this list for me because I have to see it through. I want to see if this is the success or the failure. Are we launching or are we crashing again? And we got to pack it up for 10 years. We don't know. The plans are in store. Superman, I think it comes out in July. So
yeah,
summer
DTU is
blockbuster.
in full rebuild.
The DCU?
Yeah, full
Oh yeah,
rebuild.
full rebuild.
Yeah,
They traded
full
everybody
rebuild.
for
Yeah.
first round draft picks. They're like, fuck it, whatever. Yeah, full on rebuild for the DCU, but this is it. This is their first season, their go around. We're
Yeah,
gonna
and
see.
what is fun is if you treat it that way, you you're gonna be able to give them some leniency for things that might go wrong and things that might go right. Because I feel what is gonna make this movie fail, which you did not really touched upon, is the fact that although they do not, I feel like people are gonna go in expecting perfection, not
Well,
because it was
that's
the right
gonna
thing to
happen.
go, but that's the issue. You can't expect perfection. What you can expect is a recipe that is gonna improve movie after movie. I just
Yeah.
hope the like base recipe is good enough to justify another movie.
So that's again, this is yeah, that's kind of what I'm hoping for. I just my fear and this is the reality of the situation. The people influence what happens with these movies. Like if we're being real, if everybody's going to be expecting something great out of James Gunn, if it's subpar, they're gonna torch it. It's going to be a disappointment. It's going to be the worst thing ever. It's going to be another one of. It's going to be just another Man of Steel. Like it's going to be he failed, and it's kind of crazy that the stakes are that high. Like I said earlier, though, if there's one man who could probably pull through, it is Gunn. I don't know.
And you'll never do worse than Green Lantern.
That's fair. That's
So
100% fair.
you're good.
Yeah. So yeah, Superman, July. The stakes have never been higher. This is a franchise on the come up. I look forward to seeing what happens. My number two movie, a franchise on the way down, but but wait, could this is redemption style type of shit going on over here?
Bruh.
Um,
Bruh, I don't trust this project.
I here's where I sit with it. This is Kevin Feige saying, I feel like so like I've been keeping this theory inside for a while. Kevin Feige's run at Marvel has to be coming to an end eventually. And I feel like this is his okay, we're doing this, we're doing the two next Avengers movies, and if we get it all right,
My
move
job
on
is
to
secure.
move on to a whole other era. But let me restart that sentence. You're doing this, which is on your screen, the Fantastic Four. You're doing two Avengers movies, and this is your last ditch like save the MCU effort, and
I
that's
mean,
crazy to me.
But to be
Like,
fair, I feel like this is a mark of learning from your mistakes because they've realized that they were not able to build new characters. And that bringing in the Avengers, you're able to like forego some like background character work, only keep the essential and just go in. And I feel like that's probably a better way to go about it. Instead of we're gonna like build all these small pieces and get it to a big one, we're gonna build a big project and dissect whatever worked from it to build more spin-offs.
that might be a good idea, and I think the Fantastic Four is a little bit of a touch of what you said earlier, where it's like you could forego some of the background work with the characters that you have to do. This is a team that you're bringing in. This is a new team to the MCU, granted, but who cares? Like it's a team nonetheless. It's a team people are familiar with.
Yeah.
To me, this is a movie where the MCU gets another chance to get away with some fan service, and they could really run with it. Like they can
And it's
really
funny to
run
see
with
that
it in this.
all
thing.
their new projects are focusing on teams and not on singular characters. Like you're gonna have the Thunderbolts later on this year too. You're gonna have this. You're gonna have Avengers. You're gonna have the TV shows, I guess, except for like Captain America: Brave New World. But I feel like that's an exception because it's already a pre-established like kind of IP where like it's been in the run up for like a couple of years.
Captain America.
Yes, sir.
I don't have that movie on this list. I purposefully avoided it. Not
But
because
it's
I'm not
releasing
excited
early, right?
for it. Because, yeah, February. It's not because I'm not excited. It's because that is the movie that when I watched the trailer, I just was like, this is the one where Marvel feels like they have the least amount of idea of what's going on. Like when I see a trailer and you keep showing me the same 5 scenes, I'm like, do you have anything else? Like if this is it, it's not enough. Like, and I'm still gonna see it, so I guess it is enough. I don't know.
Yeah. I feel like I'm gonna like it though. Like I liked the vibe. I like what they were going for. If it's just a repeat of the themes of the previous ones, I guess it's
This is Brave New
okay.
World.
Yeah, Brave New World.
Yeah,
Like,
I feel
if it's
like
a
I feel
repeat,
like yeah.
just
we'll
we'll
see.
see. Yeah,
We'll see.
literally
That's the
we'll
only
see.
thing we could do is see. As for Fantastic Four, though, I like this cast.
Yes,
I think Pedro Pascal is a great leading man to bring into the MCU
And-
at this point in time. You need another A-list to jumpstart, in my opinion.
And what is
I think
cool,
Pedro is that.
is that do you remember when we went in to watch Gladiator 2, how we were like, I don't know how like Pedro is gonna like fare as like this evil dude or whatever, which he ended up not turning out being
Yeah,
evil.
exactly.
But,
Gladiator
like,
2.
yeah, but like we still doubted his ability to play a different role than what we've like we're used to see. And I feel like this movie is just going to be another an example of that. Like, oh, I'm not sure how he's going to fit in, but it's just going to click automatically.
Yeah, he just tends to, because I feel like he's not a force multiplier. He doesn't make the people around him better, but he is a versatile puzzle piece that can go into pretty much anything. And like, and if you want to pull comparison to the big man of the MCU, which is Robert Downey Jr., Robert Downey Jr. is a force multiplier. Everybody who's in a scene with him is better because they're in the scene with him. And Pedro's not exactly that, except he knows exactly what he has to do and what his place is.
He's the ice you put in a cocktail. Like necessary. And he just makes everything gel together nicely.
He's like, to me, he's going to be an anchor for the cast. He's the, if there's an issue, put me on the screen and I'll alleviate it. I'm able to do that. Like, he's good. Vanessa Kirby as Sue Storm, she's great in a lot of the movies she's in. Joseph Quinn, who is the guy with the least amount of experience, but I saw him in A Quiet Place Day One. I thought that movie was not great, but I thought him and Lupita Nyong'o were really good in it.
Yeah.
So he's going to be good. And, Eben Boss Bacharach from The Bear is my favorite television actor going right now. So he can do no wrong in my eyes. So this is a Fantastic Four Marvel movie. It's exciting. We'll see how they do it. I think if anybody can do it properly, it would be Marvel. Like the MCU. They'll find the tone that is needed. Matt Shackman is directing it. He directed WandaVision. It's a good fit.
Yeah.
In
the
my
aesthetics
opinion, it works.
Same too. Like, it looks a lot the same.
Yeah, to me it works. Another MCU movie on this list. If I didn't put this, Nick would be mad.
Literally, it's the team of goofball I've always wanted out of a superhero movie.
It's the Guardians of the Galaxy,
Yes.
but even dumber. It's like, it feels even less purposeful.
In Guardians of the Galaxy, they had like special powers and shit. In this movie, there was just a bunch of idiots coming together for the sake
just
of
feels
coming
like
together.
It really works. Like, I have a lot of faith, in this to work. They got the director of Beef, the Netflix series, to do it, and that series was amazing. And what it did such a good job at was the conversation between characters who all have their own issues. That's really what Beef is. It's people boiling over with their own problems onto other people and blaming the world and the people around them for their issues.
And when you look at this cast of superheroes,
Like,
it's
come
kind
on.
of just that.
That's what it's gonna be. Like, I'm like, this is gonna be amazing. Not to mention you have Florence Pugh, who is, we were talking about force multiplier. That's a force multiplier. She is a great actress.
Exponential.
Oh yeah, she's incredible.
Crazy.
She's incredible. I can't believe, like, to me, the wake up call for Florence Pugh came from "Don't Worry, Darling," which is such like
Which is crazy.
It's like a shit box, but it doesn't like. It's a shit box. It was a production shit hot box, but you get her, Florence Pugh, Sebastian Stan, who's well on his way to
One of my favorite actors going on currently. Like, I'm sorry, every single movie he's in, I'm like fully invested in.
He's on his way to Hardware. He's gonna win something this award season. I think either for A Different Man or for his role as Trump in The Apprentice. David
Certainly
Harbour.
not for that though. Not
What do you
for fucking Thunderbolts.
He's not winning anything with Thunderbolts. But I love the Sebastian Stan model. Like, I want to be a director one day. If I can go between making indie movie to Marvel movie to indie movie to Marvel, bro, that's such a good life.
What could you ask for?
What more can you ask for? That's amazing. But yeah, he's in this, and then I think you have an absolute, like, action comedy legend at this point, David Harbour, who's with them as well, who's going to alleviate so much, and then
you talked about how
us.
Florence Pugh was going to be an anchor. I feel like he's going to be the real anchor. Oh my god, my guy's still dying.
I tried to mute myself in time. I just choked.
Crazy. But yeah, he's the real anchor.
Yeah.
For real though.
No, he is. He's the anchor. I said Florence Pugh is more of a force multiplier. Like, she's going to pack those heavy punches, and David Harbour is going to keep everything nice and tight. It's directed by Jake Schreier, who did Beef for Netflix, which is amazing. It's another exciting movie for Marvel. I did that on purpose. I front loaded the superhero movies to get to non superhero things afterwards. Still up that Marvel goofy lane, but probably way better than the last 10 things that they've put out. Oh shit, my bad. Bong Joon Ho's Mickey 17.
Crazy.
Um, where to begin? Talk
Bruh.
about a movie that was supposed to come out like last week, and then didn't come out last
Then did
week, and then it was supposed to come out in like the fall of
Has
2024.
this
and it
project been
didn't,
hyped
and
from like COVID on? Like I feel like I've heard about like this movie in the making since 2020.
it's because it's been made. It's the release date that keeps changing, and that's what's really annoying about it. Mickey 17, starring Robert Pattinson. Talk about like such a fun concept.
Yeah.
And it's like the Groundhog Day, Edge of Tomorrow concept, but you're taking a really goofy character and throwing him in the system. I have a lot of faith in Bong Joon-ho's ability to direct something compelling and narrative,
But
and then
I'm
you
afraid
match
of-
it with Robert Pattinson.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say?
I'm afraid of the aftermath of this movie. Because if it
How do you mean?
succeeds, we're gonna see a slew of movie in the same vein that are gonna try to replicate what this movie does. Because what it has that a lot of movies don't is such a unique vision and like concise idea that like it's gonna be hard to fail at. That like it's gonna be a new cookie cutter recipe. I feel like for
Yeah.
my movie to just go about like you're gonna get one lead actor that's gonna do one thing and have like a neat concept, but overall we're just gonna try to make a cash grab out of it. That's what I'm worried about. Not
So-
necessarily about this movie, but what's gonna come after it if it
Yeah,
succeeds.
fair enough. I think what's interesting about this specific movie is that you get a director who is often imitated, never replicated.
Fair.
Bong Joon-ho is untouchable. Parasite, The Host. You know, you go down this list: Snowpiercer, Okja, Mother. Did I say Parasite? Parasite.
Yes, you did. You did.
Memories of a Murder. You're talking about movies that are like he's like a classic
Like
legend,
he's like
working
there.
legend.
He's there.
Which is why this movie is shocking that like he's making it. I'm like, this feels like a fuck around Saturday night blockbuster movie. And
No, but
like
it's very.
he's attached
gonna be.
to it.
It's just gonna bring in the depth that I feel like a lot of the other directors wouldn't have been able to bring.
And
which
that's
is
why
yeah,
I'm trying to suppress your worries for the aftermath, because no one's gonna do it like him. No one's
they
gonna bring
won't.
the existentialism the way that he will. No one's gonna film this as beautifully as his team will, and no one's gonna act this as well as Robert Pattinson can. Like that's just I can see Robert Pattinson reaping benefits from this role for a lot of years to come.
100%.
And I'm happy to see him filling up his schedule in between this
And I'm gonna call
Batman
it right
Part 2.
away. It's probably already my favorite poster of 2025. This movie. Oh, he managed
Are
to
you-
do it.
Yeah, are you talking about this one?
Let me see. Yeah, that one. It's
It's
probably
nice,
already
eh?
one of my favorite.
It's really nice, and it's the look on his face. Mm-hmm. It's really
Like
that's
the
what it
sheer
comes down to.
disbelief of, oh damn.
Like he
You're
just
fine.
looks like a silly goose.
Yeah.
Like, anyway, yeah. Mickey 17 looks awesome. It comes out. It was supposed to be in January. I think the release date is now March 7th. Is
It's
what I
okay.
have here.
I trust because they know that only shitty movies release in January. So they were like, we
That's true.
cannot have this, and they pushed it.
They do know that. They do know that. Next on this list is, oh my god,
Damn.
Bang! 28
Bang.
years later. 28 years later, there was 28 days, and then there was 28 weeks, and now we got 28 years. Danny Boyle back
Can't wait for
behind the
28
camera.
centuries. It's gonna be crazy.
28 centuries.
Zombies go
Danny,
to space.
zombies. You see the Terrifier 4? Terrifier in space?
No.
It's
I haven't
happening.
seen
No, it's
that.
happening.
No way. No.
Terrifier 4. Art the Clown going to space, bitch. Let's go.
What? I got it.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
yeah,
I gotta
yeah.
Google it.
It was like a comment that somebody posted on like Twitter, and it was liked by Damien Leone and
Okay.
the film's page. Like it's a thing.
no. Oh no.
It's gonna be legendary. That'll be
The
awesome.
poster is cool, like the fan made poster.
Yeah,
Crazy
It's gonna be
work.
crazy. Anyway, 28 years. the trailer for this is out, and that's why this is on this list. I've never seen a trailer that encapsulated a film so perfectly. Like the fear, the dread, the silence, the noise, the beat, the drum, the moving, the speed, the intensity.
Everything that
was
a
put
zombie
into the
movie
trailer.
should be.
Yes, exactly. Because people often
Like it gave
associate
me.
you
I'm
say?
sorry to cut you off. Like,
No,
it
go for it.
gave
Go for it.
me Walking Dead episode 1 vibes in a crazy freaking way. Where like you know what's going on,
Yeah.
fair. Like, but like the aesthetic itself of like everything is going to ruins and everyone is desperate to find like an answer. Crazy, 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 crazy.
It's going to be amazing. I have a lot of faith in Danny Boyle, Aaron Taylor Johnson, Jodie Comer. Perhaps the actor I'm most excited for is Ralph Fiennes. In the trailer, he looks creepy. He doesn't even
Don't
say
forget.
anything.
Don't forget, Mr. Murphy's gonna be there.
He's a fucking zombie, bro.
Doesn't matter.
He's literally in the trailer. He's
Doesn't
Zombie
matter.
Murphy.
Doesn't
Zombie
matter. He's gonna
Killian.
be there.
But yeah, Danny Boyle, 28 years later. Can it go wrong? Probably not. And that's why it's on my list. If I want to see something.
But he was in the trailer. That's no way.
Yeah, he is. Zombie Murphy. Google it.
They were like, he's a big part of the movie. Now he's just a fucking zombie.
He is, I'm telling you.
Bruh.
You see it?
They fucked me up.
Ah, I'm sorry. He's like one of your
Bruh.
favorite actors.
Bruh.
Well, maybe
So
I can
sad.
distract you with the next movie on this list. Oh, shit. No, I can't. You don't even know.
I don't even know what that is. It looks sick. I take back my
Ash.
comment. That is a great poster.
I literally just put the poster up there because I'm like, that is such a great poster.
Yeah, that
This
is
is
a
a
great
movie
poster.
directed by Flying Lotus. Flying Lotus is a he's an experimental music producer. Make it make sense. He directed VHS 99, which was a 2022 film. He was a director on that. Then he directed Kuzo in 2017, which is a movie I've never seen. But why do I have high hopes for Ash? Don't ask me. I love this poster. Isa Gonzalez and Aaron Paul are starring in the movie.
Aaron Paul in every single project that he's in. You know that
I
it's
feel like
certified.
he makes good choices.
Yeah, like
It's
I
a
don't.
horror, sci-fi, thriller type of thing.
Yeah, but have you ever seen an Aaron Paul project that did not land?
Oh, I gotta. Well, never mind. It's all good. Okay. No, Aaron Paul project that doesn't land doesn't exist. They don't exist.
My point.
It doesn't happen.
My
It's
point.
just false.
This is gonna be great.
This is interesting to me. This is a movie about. If I read the quick letterbox synopsis, on the mysterious planet of Ash, Raya awakes to find her crew slaughtered. When a man named Brian arrives to rescue her, an ordeal of psychological and physical terror ensues while Raya and Brian must decide if they can trust one another to survive. That's simple setting. Amazing backdrop, though. Look at that poster. Once
Yep,
again,
I love the colors.
like the colors, the contrast, everything about this movie screams like yay.
Yes.
And it comes
yeah,
out
I
in
don't
March.
want to die.
It comes
March?
out in March. Yeah, with a
Trying to
rated
compete
R
with Spaceman
rating.
from last year.
No, don't do that.
It's
to
trying.
Space. It
It's
doesn't have
trying.
Hanus, automatically -1. Yeah, coming out in March of 2025 to an R rating. Next, oh yeah, this is it.
Bro, the public reception of this movie was crazy. Have you like
What do you
read
mean?
into it?
What?
People hate the idea.
I don't give a fuck what people think.
Bro, they think it's the downfall of A24.
Well, it's on my list.
But it's on my list too, but like people are concerned.
People are
They don't
concerned
understand.
because people are concerned because it's something that they've never seen before, and they want A24 to like revert to like some of the movies that they've made like over the course of, like they want them to make more of the brutalist and shit like that. Like fuck it, Death of a Unicorn is awesome. Scenario
And for
Paul Rudd
a
and-
studio,
yeah.
oh sorry, go ahead.
No,
For a
go
studio
for
that
it, go for it.
releases 30 movies a year, why are you concerned about one?
Well, they don't release that many a year, but
Yeah,
I'd
but,
say
like-
that they always have a good selection, so I don't know what the problem is. Also, this movie's going to be awesome. Paul Rudd is one of the funniest actors alive. He's comedic timing and his ability to just work in a scenario is
Bro.
unmatched.
they managed to actually make him look old.
Yeah, he does look a little more aged up in that.
Crazy.
Yeah, he
He's the
does.
like youngest looking old guy I know.
Yeah, he still looks young though. He still
Yeah.
looks good.
Yeah,
Anyway,
but
him and because Jenna Ortega is playing his daughter, so it's like the two of
yeah.
them hit a unicorn, and then they go to his boss's house. The trailer's out for this one.
Mm-hmm.
It's
It's been
silly,
out for a
it's
while.
goofy, but it looks like it's going to be a darn good time.
Mm-hmm.
It's scheduled for a theatrical release of April 3rd in Russia. So I don't know if that means it's
What?
coming out. That's all I have on Letterboxd.
That's a
Hang on.
weird release.
Let's see if I have Death of a Unicorn.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna be the
2020.
weirdest slasher probably I've seen.
It's not going to be a slasher. It's going to be like
But
comedy
how is it
horror.
not?
Oh, mate. Now, come to think about it, there's a good chance the unicorn just wakes up and wrecks shit.
Yeah, like that's
That'd
kind
be
of what it
funny,
looked
too.
like. Like, imagine what's your favorite slasher? A unicorn piercing through people's body because lol.
Yeah, Russia has April 3rd. No date for the United States yet, but doesn't matter.
We don't deserve movies.
We do. Maybe, I don't know.
No, but
Death
it's
of a
Canada. They
Unicorn.
should have special releases for us.
That we should, especially when it comes to unicorns. We have them.
Mm-hmm.
This movie's directed by Alex Schwarfman in his directorial debut, so we'll see. Moving on. Oh yeah, Hard Eyes. Hard Eyes is what I'm taking my girlfriend to on Valentine's Day. It is.
Bruh, how is that a fucking movie?
It comes out
appropriate
on
for-
Valentine's Day. It's
but
no, I'm fucking around. Obviously, I wouldn't do that. But this movie is a like Scream style like type of movie, which is one of my favorite genres. Like I love a good, fun like popcorn slasher, and that's what Hard Eyes is. It's a movie about this killer called the Hard Eyes Killer, and he like terrorizes Seattle every Valentine's Day. like
out of any city you could have picked, you picked Seattle.
fucking Seattle.
I'm storming the Starbucks, bruh, and killed everyone.
From what I understood, it takes place over one night, like Valentine's Day night, which is going to be
Is
fun.
it a small budget movie like Terrifier, or is it like a bigger budget?
No, it's Spyglass. It's Spyglass Media, which made the two latest Scream movies and Thanksgiving, and they're producing the next Scream movie as well. I think that they have a decent idea of what to make. And then it's also made by Divide and Conquer, which are their latest titles are Megan and Totally Killer, which went to Prime Video. And those are
Fair.
all the past movies, and all those movies I named are like good slashers. Like they're good movies. They're fun to watch. So I expect more of the same out of Hard Eyes. It's directed by Josh Rubin. Josh Rubin made the Werewolves Within movie that is based on the game that came out a couple years ago. So I expect nothing but good things. I expect like a 70 on Rotten Tomatoes, but for me to love it and like have a lot of fun with it. So that's what I expect with from Hard Eyes. That's why it's on my list. A movie that might require a little bit more explanations is Sinners. Sinners is also on my list. Michael B. Jordan stars as himself, and Michael B. Jordan stars as himself again. He's playing two characters in this movie.
Yeah, but he's not playing himself.
I fucked that one up, didn't I?
I was like, what are you saying?
Michael B. Jordan stars in this movie, and Michael B. Jordan stars in this movie alongside himself. He plays Elijah and Elias, who are brothers. This is a movie directed by Ryan Coogler. They're teaming up again, which is why it's on this list. That's the main reason why. Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan have done no wrong. They will most likely continue to do no wrong. They're impressive. When they work together, they are like a dynamic duo.
But this movie
and their
is
films are a
different.
lot of fun to watch.
Like, it's really different from what he's done before.
Yeah, so
Like, it's new.
yeah, but to me, it's a good opportunity to either backtrack and walk away, or to step forward and be interested. And at first, when I first saw the trailer, I like backed way up. I was like, whoa, like what is
But
this?
it gave me like 8 weird vibes, you know? Like, I don't know if you remember the trailer for this movie there. Like, it's a Quentin Tarantino movie for those who don't
Fuck,
know.
I tried to mute again. Jesus. I can't
Yeah,
get
so
it
it's
in
like,
time.
it's a Quentin Tarantino movie there. And it's just, it's a great movie. but like it's very hard to like grab you. Like it's not good at like grabbing people's attention and
Yeah.
making it like it's gonna be a worthwhile experience. This movie has that too, but as you said, the combo is unbeaten. So white out.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's more so like, okay, you've never failed, so why would I doubt you now? Like, you're too good to fail. You feel bulletproof almost, these two
Yeah,
guys together. So, horror, thriller, action, set in, you know, the fair
old
times.
times.
Yeah, old times. And, you know,
Red
yeah.
Dead Redemption 2 vibes.
Yeah, I don't know about all that because I think it's
Bro,
vampires or something, but
yeah, it might be vampires, but
it's
vampires,
gonna
I
be
don't know.
exciting. I think it's gonna be exciting. Haley Steinfeld's also in it, and yeah, this one comes out in April. It's been shifting release dates a lot as well, but it's landed an April date, and
Yeah,
that's
and it's kind of
when
like
we're getting Sinners.
common thing to happen nowadays to have a shifting date for movies. Like it feels like less than before you have like the releases moving around because before like if you go pre-COVID, it was like a
Yeah,
telltale sign of oh this movie is fucked when you have like it's pushed back or it's pushed up like
yeah, it
something
felt like it
happens.
was disorganized or whatnot, and now
But
it's
nowadays it's
just
like
they
okay they're
shuffle.
just yeah they're just trying to find the right spot.
Yeah, it feels like it's like a normal thing to do. It's not as bad as it used to be. Um, I feel like that's the movie that's helped desensitize kind of the shifting of dates is Mickey 17 with all
Fair.
of its moving because you're like this doesn't look like a bad movie. Why does it keep moving? And it's just because studios have to shift things around to make
Yep.
things
And it
work
hasn't
for
the
them. And
first Matt Reeves Batman also done that? Like it moved around a bunch?
fucking Avengers Endgame was moved up 2 weeks, like a month before releasing. So it's just normal stuff, like nothing out of the ordinary.
Marketing.
Yeah, it is. It's essentially you're playing with trying to set up your campaign and get everything done. And so, yeah, it doesn't mean that the movies are bad. Far from it. It actually just helps with the hype train of it all, in my opinion. Um, Another movie that's going to have a big hype train once the release date is out. Predator Badlands. Predator movies have been labeled as hot garbage for most of their lifetime, except for that last one that was named Prey, directed
Bro,
by Dan Trachtenberg.
the
But
first one is
guess,
legendary.
oh yes, it is. But I'm saying most of the recent Predator movies.
Okay.
So, except
Yeah,
for that
Prey was
last
insane.
one, yeah, Prey is insane. But it was directed by Dan Trachtenberg, and guess who's directing Predator Badlands?
Same dude.
Trachtenberg is back, and so it's like here we go. Like like it wouldn't be on this list if Trachtenberg wasn't in the chair, but he's in the chair, and he had a really good idea of how to make the Predator scary in Prey, how to raise the stakes, how to make something amazing, and that, in my opinion, was because he kept his movies small, and I think this is going to be like a medium, and then if he wants to come back with an all-out large for a trilogy, do that. But
Yeah.
this should be a step forward and a step laterally as well. Like move this way. Don't do this and
Yeah.
don't not move, but like do something different, do something a little bigger. And then go all out for your three-peat. Yeah, it's exciting. I'm excited for Predator Badlands. He's one of my favorite characters. He's my Fortnite skin. Uh, I love the Predator.
That says it all.
I like the Predator. He's cool. Uh, After that, here we go. Another horror movie. A lot of horror
That's
on this
creepy.
list.
That's
Yeah, I know.
creepy.
I made the poster just for you.
Nah,
I made
you
that
didn't have
backdrop
to.
just for you.
You didn't have
This
to.
movie's called The Monkey. Osgood Perkins back in the chair after his successful year with Long Legs. Neon gives him another check, and he makes The Monkey. And The Monkey stars Theo James as Hal and Bill. They are brothers. And the slog line for this movie is everyone dies, and that's fucked up. And I'm like, what do we got here? Yeah, it's
Something that's gonna make me shit my pants.
I
That's
don't
what you
know.
got.
It's when twin brothers Hal and Bill discover their father's old monkey toy in the attic, a series of gruesome deaths start occurring all around them.
Bleh.
It's gonna be fun, and I feel the reason why is because I expect carnage.
Is that
What
like a Chucky
Leg-
revival in a
No, I
way?
don't think so. I don't think
No,
so. I
but
don't think the
in
monkey's
the
gonna do
essence,
anything.
Bro,
I
there's
don't
no way
think.
the monkey doesn't do shit. Look at his fucking
You
face.
think the monkey kills people,
Look at his
or you
freaking
think people
teeth.
die because of the monkey?
Both. Look at his freaking teeth.
Because I see
Dude, he's
this
gonna
as kind
take
of
those
like
2 drumsticks, stab me in the eyes.
maybe
With
this
it.
is like the orb situation from Longlegs.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
you know what
yeah.
I
But
mean?
like,
Like
he wouldn't do the same thing twice.
I don't think he would. I don't think the monkey's like a Chucky doll though. If he is, it's cool. What I'm looking for here at Osgood Perkins is where do we go from Longlegs? Longlegs is like compelling. It's really long. It's
Bro,
not in runtime, but in like
I'm gonna
a
have a
watch time. Is
controversial
this like
take.
a full speed ahead type of movie? Like what are we doing?
Other way around. It's going smaller.
He's going slower or
Not
smaller?
slow, smaller in scale. Because I feel
Okay,
like
but
a
smaller in
big part
scale,
of
but
Long
fast
Legs.
paced is not the same.
Yeah, but what I meant, a big part of what Long Legs made it, like what made Long Legs feel so long was that they really tried to like spread it to the entire like universe of that movie, like the
Yeah.
impact of that dude, and I feel like that was a big drawback that like
Okay.
ended up impacting the pace of the movie. This is gonna be centered around the two like twins the entire time, and it's gonna ground this movie. And it's
Okay.
perhaps gonna make it more. At least that's what I want from it. If you're
I see what
talking
you're
about
saying.
improving
I
from
see what
like
you're
Long
saying.
Legs.
I see what you're saying. I think that's not a bad idea. It's not pompous at all. Like it makes sense. It's like you how are you going to stick to a narrative without trying to build like the evil? Like
Yeah.
let's just make something scary because it's scary, not because a man is scary. And it'd be cool because it'd be like a portfolio diversification as well.
Diversification.
Yeah, he'd be diversifying what he can do. He'd be showing off more of his talent. It'd be cool. I'm very excited for that movie, and we're getting it soon, February. So
Oh, you didn't have to
yeah,
tell me
yeah, we're
that.
getting it soon,
No,
February.
no, no,
We're gonna show up.
Oh my
It's gonna
god.
be exciting. It's gonna
We're
be
bringing
good.
brother Matt. I want to have a teammate with
He
me.
won't come. No chance.
Bro, his girlfriend's gonna
Um,
drag him.
she
100%.
might. She might. Another movie about monkeys. Oh my god! Wait, no,
It's not that one, but
impossible.
we already know. We already know we can talk about it. It's the biopic, right?
No, that's
forgot
not
the
that
name.
one.
Bro,
But
what?
hang on, I'm just gonna. I know which one is which though.
He confused
That's the
me.
movie about
Oh
monkeys.
my god, more monkeys.
Wicked for Good. Wicked for Good is just on this list because of how good Wicked is. It's like you have to see it through. You know, it's John M. Chu back in the chair, Cynthia Erivo, Ariana Grande, Jonathan Bailey, Michelle Yeoh, Jeff Goldblum. They're all back. I mean, the movie was filmed already. It's already made.
My
They're just
my
waiting
point
a
is,
year.
if they made it at once and it's a full-fledged project, the same quality is going to carry from the first one to the second one because it's essentially one movie split in two.
Exactly. That's what I
I'm
feel.
not worried at all. I'm
It
not
feels
worried at all.
bulletproof. It feels
Yeah.
bulletproof. So I'm very excited for it though, because the first one was amazing. I think the second one could capture that same energy, and we will fly high.
Yeah. And it's probably going to be one of the like. I don't know why, but I see Wicked as a movie that like it's Sunday, you're chilling out, you don't know what to do, but like it's sunny, you're in a good mood. You're gonna watch Wicked, and you're gonna be
Yeah,
happy
because
about
it's a good ass movie. It's a good ass movie. I just want to throw it in there because the monkey correlation. Back here to The Running Man. The Running Man is directed by Edgar Wright. It's starring Glenn Powell. Michael Cera is also in it. Josh Brolin is also in it. Edgar Wright, who is, your favorite director of all time, because he made Baby Driver and Hot Fuzz and Shaun of the Dead. So
I mean, how can you go freaking wrong with that?
yeah, he's amazing. He is a great director. He's always able to capture, science fiction, the comedy, the thrill of a movie, and he's great with his comedic timing. You got a guy like Glenn Powell in here who can act his ass off. He showed you in Hitman. He also has comedic timing. It's going to be good. You want to hear the synopsis?
Go ahead.
Set in an oppressive future where the government controls the media, Ben Richards volunteers to participate in a deadly game show, which will see him hunted by a professional killer over 30 days. Should he survive, he'll win a cash prize that'll help him save his sick child and lift his family out of a horrid living situation.
Already hooked.
Yeah, exactly, right? It just works.
Already hooked.
It just works.
Let me know what happens. I just want to know what happens.
This one looks like it's lining up for a November release date.
No.
Predator also coming out in November. It's okay because this is good because our list has movies spreading across the year. We haven't had so many summer blockbusters yet. Wicked is November. The Running Man is
Technically,
November.
Superman would be one. I think
Yeah,
it's
it's the
just
only one.
yeah, it's the only
Actually,
one.
I think Thunderbolts is May. So anyway, we got some, but not that many.
And
Uh,
Fantastic Four is
oh, that's a good question. Fantastic Four might be summer, July.
yeah,
So Superman and Fantastic Four are dueling
bro. I already know
two
who's
weeks
gonna win.
apart. 2 weeks apart.
Or dude, you're gonna have one more coming up if you want to jump on it.
If I would have jumped,
You
yeah, I
have
don't
one
want
on
to.
your
I'm,
list.
I know,
You
but I'm
kind of
not
do
going. I'm
now.
not going there yet.
You kind of need to.
I'm not going there yet. I'm not
You're
going.
keeping
Don't.
it.
Yeah, it's at the end. It's one of my favorites.
Okay,
I gotta
yeah,
keep it for
okay.
the end.
Yeah.
Wicked for good. I already spoke about that. The Bride.
Is
This
that
is
Guillermo del Toro's freaking project that's
no,
already it's not coming to
no.
fruition yet?
This it is. It's coming, but it's not that one. This one is gonna blow your mind though. Maggie Gyllenhaal is directing a version of The Bride. The Bride, and
I've heard about
that you
this.
see on your screen. Okay, I'll give you $5 if you can guess what actor that is.
No, I can't.
Just guess any actor, shamelessly. Just throw a name.
It's Chris Pratt.
No, it's Christian. It's Christian Bale.
And now that you say it, I see the eyes.
Yeah, you
And,
see it, eh? Yeah.
I see the eyes.
So
and
so
cheeks.
this
Oh.
is a movie directed by Maggie Gyllenhaal. It stars her brother Jake Gyllenhaal, Christian Bale, and Jessie Buckley playing the bride. And it's the story of the Bride of Frankenstein, told in a new, fresh way, romance, drama, horror, and it's aiming for a September release date. So it's closing out the summer. Um, they had Penelope Cruz also in this movie. I forgot to mention. They had a BTS of this where they were being chased. It was Christian Bale and Jessie Buckley being chased through like the yard by pitchfork men with torches and stuff. And I'm like, amazing, looks great. The set is amazing. They're running and everything just looks cool. And Maggie Gyllenhaal behind the camera. Maggie Gyllenhaal, who directed The Lost Daughter. That's her other movie. And she also made a short film called Homemade that I haven't seen. So her other movie is The Lost Daughter. Maggie Gyllenhaal, do you know who I'm referring to?
Sister of
You could put
Jake
a face.
Gyllenhaal?
Yeah, but sister of Jake Gyllenhaal, but she used to be an actress. She's Rachel from The Dark Knight.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
So she has an eye for film. She's been in some good shit. So we're gonna see what she can do.
And when
here
you're
with
fathered by Christopher Nolan, fucking
well,
of all
you're
people,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
it kind of helps, you know.
It does help. So I'm excited to see what she does behind the camera with this. The Lost Daughter was a lot of fun. This is a heavier task at hand, but
She has the right crew around.
The crew
yeah,
is
the right
solid.
crew.
Yeah. Back to the list. The Battle of
That's a vibe.
Bactan Cross.
That's a vibe.
I'll
Look
give
at
you
this
another
stash.
$5 if you can tell me who that is.
Bro, I need the Google because I think I
Don't
do.
look at the list, you fucker.
No,
Just
no,
tell
I'm
me
not
who
looking
you
at the
think it is.
list. Bro, what's his freaking name? No, I'm gonna waste
No,
like an hour of your
he's
time.
one of the most popular actors of all time.
Okay, then never mind.
He's
It's not who I
A-list.
think it is.
Oscar winning.
If it's the guy I thought it was, I just
Just
don't know.
spit
his-
out the name.
Winning, like how you write his name.
Winning. He's an Oscar winning actor.
Oscar winning actor.
Yeah.
'Cause for me,
Oscar winning, praised to all hell, celebrated like crazy. He's starring in this PTA movie called The Battle of Bactan Cross.
bro, but he looks like the guy from like.
I'll give you a hint. The JID album.
Bro, ain't no way it's DiCaprio, my guy.
It is. It's Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh, there's no freaking way.
That's Leonardo DiCaprio.
Bro, there's no way. Like I was gonna pull out some like freaking.
No, it's
what's the
Leo
name of the movie?
DiCaprio.
Bruh. Like
That's
I was
him.
about to pull up some big, like the Big Lebowski freaking actor because like he kind of
he's
looks like
good,
one
though.
of them. Yeah, but he kind of looked like one of them. I was like, what is he doing in this?
It's PTA. And there's
Fair.
no plot. I have no log line.
Bro,
I
it's
don't know
PTA.
what this is about.
When has you
but
have
it's
a PTA movie with plot?
and it's PT. Oh, he has plot. He has a lot of
Yeah,
plot.
he has plot, but like
He doesn't tell you what
revealed
it is. He doesn't tell you what it is. The Battle of Bactan Cross, man. It's that's the name of the movie. Leonardo DiCaprio is the star. Sean Penn's in it. Teyana Taylor's in it. Regina Hall is in it. Wood Harris is in it. Alina Haim. There's a couple different actors. He always has an ensemble. Uh, Leonardo DiCaprio's in it. He's wearing a bathrobe and some pit vipers with a handlebar mustache. And this movie's set for
Bro,
August of
my guy looks like he
2025.
has a Glock 40 in his pants. Like,
I don't know. Like it looks fucking amazing. He's set for August 2025. The only direction is that it's like a crime drama,
yeah, but it's such an
but
English
it's
movie.
gonna be
I'm
funny.
sorry, but it's such an English movie from the vibe alone. Like Britain.
Like you mean like English as in like British, European
English as in British.
No, so that's the
Bro.
common like misconception with the PTA movie. They all look like European esque, and then you watch it and you're like, "This is the most Midwest shit I've ever seen," and that's really what he's good at. He makes
Maybe
like
the Midwest is just the suburbs of London.
I'm gonna
We've never
call
realized it.
PTA's genre Midwest elegance because that's just what he makes. Like
Midwest revival.
he's like he's like, see this, my friend, is Ohio. Like it's and you're like, yeah, fuck yeah, like the American dream. Like he just kills it. He nails it. I love PTA. I love PTA.
Crazy.
Yeah, he's awesome,
Dude,
and that's only when he
DiCaprio.
makes that type of movie. Like, keep in mind, he's made There Will Be Blood and Punch and Magnolia, Phantom Thread, The Master. These are movies that like are like above
Elevated
the
to the
echelon,
nth degree.
right?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
you look at like Licorice Pizza, which was his last movie, and that was just like fuck around in California type vibe, and that's what I really loved him, and I think that's what he's gonna do with this one, just based off the outfit of Leonardo
Yeah, I'm
DiCaprio.
sorry. But like, when you manage to pay DiCaprio to be dressed the way this man is dressed currently, you know this shit's about to fuck real bad.
It's legendary. I love
It's
it.
crazy.
I think it
like
looks
it's a profile
awesome.
picture worthy picture. Like, have you seen this
Look,
man?
I have it right here. He looks great.
He looks like every single Midwesterner
I
ever.
love it. I love it. I love
What
it.
is backtan though? I don't want to dig too deep, but like,
What is Backtime Cross? That's a good.
Yeah.
I should have researched that.
uh,
Backtime Cross.
Battle of Backtown Cross, blah 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 blah.
That's the movie.
Okay, it's based on a novel called Vineland, and this novel is what postmodern fiction set in California.
Oh, it's getting an
1984.
IMAX release.
Blah, da, 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 da. Okay,
It's actually getting an IMAX release.
bro. Okay, I've read the topic of this movie is gonna be controversial.
Fuck it. Don't even lay it on me. I'm too curious.
Bro, I'm gonna freaking send it to you because you're gonna be a better reader than me.
Okay, just
Is
put
there
it
a
in the
chat?
chat. Yeah, there's a chat.
Is there
You
a
just link
chat?
it. Yeah, you can.
I don't see chat because I can't read. But chat, oh damn, that's the synopsis of the book that he's based the movie on.
I doubt it's gonna be like that, but apparently there's like a riot scene in this. Like it's all speculation, of course. Essentially, you're getting a mid '80s piece, and you're looking at like American rebellion versus Nixonian repression, the war on drugs. You're looking at PTA subjects.
Yeah,
is what you're
basically,
looking
I
at.
read the freaking resume. I was like, okay, it's just a PTA movie.
You're looking
waiting to
at
happen.
fucking what PTA has a PhD in, which is just like this fuckery that he's really good at. So I think that I'm so excited. I love PTA. He's one of my favorite directors working today. Any one of his movies will make it to the map. You pair him with Leonardo DiCaprio, who's proven over time that he can act in these like silly, goofy, dramatic roles, and we'll see what takes off from here. I think it's gonna be awesome. Nick, you've waited for it.
No, you waited for it. You
Nah,
made me wait for you to wait.
The final reckoning, baby. Christopher McQuarrie, Timmy Cruise, high-fiving at the finish line because the Mission Impossible franchise is potentially coming to an end. The final reckoning, Timmy Cruise. I mean, I don't know.
You already
Man.
know what's happening.
Ethan Hunt in the cut. We're looking at a May 23rd release date. Potential early screening on my birthday, the 21st.
Yes, sir. And you know what I love about this Final Reckoning more than anything?
Tell me.
The last movie put it on the map. Like, Mission Impossible was put on the map once again with the previous one.
Yeah,
And I
it
feel
was
like
like
this one,
brought back
people are
post
gonna
COVID.
go in like crazy.
I hope so.
Like I know for a fact that like I'm telling my dad like, oh, we're gonna go see this movie. You want to come? He's gonna say yes immediately, and he never says yes
Because
to
the
watch
hype
movies.
is real. Like this thing looks
Yes.
fucking awesome, and these movies are awesome, and the soundtrack is awesome, and Tom Cruise is awesome.
Blah,
It's like,
blah, blah.
oh yeah,
Like,
you
we're
feel
getting
it. And
copyrighted.
like I was in the
Crazy.
movie, I was in the theater just watching Dead Reckoning, and when that soundtrack took off, that score, that theme song,
Mhm.
you feel it in like your chest, like it
The only
thumps,
thing I
like it's
remember from
just
your
great.
screening is the homeless man sitting in front.
Yeah, yeah. Okay,
That's
I
the
could tell that
only.
story. I could tell that story. I'm posted up in a Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning screening, early screening, and I'm downtown Montreal, which means that like we don't have the worst homeless population, but we have a decent,
Mhm.
unfortunately.
Every
And
big
I think,
city has a population.
yeah, it's unfortunate, but it's part of like what it is to be in a metropolis, like in a big city. And
Mhm.
anyway, I think the man who had like scraped up all of the change that was given through him, and he bought a ticket for Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning, which was the early IMAX screening. He paid like $20. He sits in the front row, and we're watching this movie. And what Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning does so well is its ability to play with sound. It knows exactly when to like cut the music, release the tension, add like a heartbeat thumping, add like heavy breath. Like it knows exactly how to do that. And the sound would go off sometimes, and it would be like a high pressure situation, and it would focus on like Tom Cruise's ability to like navigate, or like Ethan Hunt's ability to like navigate a situation, and it's super dramatic, and it was dead silence, and all we hear in the front row is, "Come on, Tom! Come on, Tom!" It was like watching a fucking hockey game. Like this guy in the front is just rooting for the infamous scene where he drives the bike off the cliff, and the guy in the front's like, "Whoa, that's really high!" like somebody who wasn't aware of what theater etiquette was supposed to be, just kind of blabbing his way through it's an unforgettable moment. That, and they gave me a poster which I still own, so that's pretty cool. So
I still
yeah,
have my Nosferatu poster from
they gave
Comic
it's
Con.
true. You have one from Comic Con, that from Montreal Comic
Can I
Con.
pull it out? That is the
Yeah,
real
pull that bitch
question.
out. Is it in French or English?
Good question. Probably bilingual because we're in Quebec.
To Quebec, is it?
Exactly. Look at this shit. Is it upside down? No, it's not.
Oh, it's a
Look at
decent
this.
size. It's
Well,
upside
yeah,
down.
it's
You have it
yeah,
upside
it's
down, Nick.
No, oh yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Look at this.
It's Succumb to the Darkness. That's English, right?
Yeah,
That's cool. It's really a
it
nice
is
poster. That's my favorite one that they made
cool.
for a
It's
good
gonna be in
movie
your
too.
like mailbox shortly because it's been in my closet for like the
Oh,
past
you're
month.
not going to use it?
Where do you want me to
Is
put
it
it?
an 18 by 24?
It looks like it.
Yeah, I
I
have
can
two
tell you
18
right
by
away.
20. I have two 18 by 24. I'm going to put them right here. I got Dune and Spider Man, and I'm going to throw
It's
on
a
Nosferatu.
oh no, it's smaller. It's a 17 by 12.
All right, fuck it. Doesn't matter. I'm still putting it
My
up.
God, yeah.
I'll still put it up. That's
Succumb to the
insane.
darkness.
It's good though. It looks good. Yeah, Mission Impossible, awesome. It was a fun screening last time. There's so much fun to watch in the theater. They like encapsulate what it is to be like
An
an
action
action
superhero.
cinema. Yeah,
I said
exactly.
superhero because Tom Cruise is literally a superhero in this
Yeah,
movie.
he
Like
is. He's fucking insane.
pushing 60, still doing the shit that he's doing. It's a
He's
superhero.
awesome. No, he is. He is. I love it. I love that movie very much. And I'm excited to see if this is the last one. And if it is the last one, how all out are you going? Which is probably going to be very all out, but we'll see. Next on the list, we're closing in. Marty Supreme.
Whoa.
You hear about this one, Nick?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, Josh Safdie behind the camera for A24. It is a fictional story set in 1950s ping pong culture by with a guy named Marty Supreme, who is being played by Timothy Chalamet,
Crazy.
which is
They
like
took
I feel like it just keeps getting better, and it's
Yes.
like Gwyneth Paltrow's also in this movie, and literally the third highest paid actor or the third actor on the IMDb cast list, Tyler the Creator. And I couldn't
Who else would
think
you
of a
want?
movie that's more up his alley. Like it's like a
But
ping
the
pong
aesthetic is all
movie.
there. I'm sorry, but you look at it, it's screaming him in a
Yeah,
good way.
Well, like Tyler the Creator, we don't talk about music on the show, but Tyler the Creator is like one of the most artist people going, like artistry. He knows the aesthetic. He likes the vibe. He likes to create this vision, and I think he'll add to this movie. He won't be a detriment to it at all. I think it'll
100%.
be good. I don't see it in
Compared
the
to
same like vein of like when
a
Anchorman
Harry
2
Styles.
added Kanye and Drake.
Or like,
Like
yeah, or like a
oh,
yeah.
Harry Styles too. Yeah, I think Harry Styles was like trying his hand at like really seriously acting, which is
Yes,
why he was
fair.
trying to put himself in a million different situations. But if Tyler's trying to get to a point where he can seriously act, this is a good place to start. Like put yourself in situations that are familiar, get comfortable, and then
But he's
expand.
already
And
like been doing stand up his entire life. Like I'm sorry, but
yeah, he's a
he
goofball. He's
has yeah,
always
he's a
talking,
goofball.
and he's very comfortable in front of a camera. He's gonna do really well. I'm convinced.
I only need
You
another tutorial on how to make pancakes, and I know this movie's gonna be a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, exactly. And Timmy's carrying for sure. Timmy will put the team on his back. Josh Shafty will put the team on his back. It's an A24 film, and it comes out on Christmas Day.
Whoa. Another movie we're gonna have to skip family gatherings for.
We never did that.
You should have.
I know we should have. I'm sorry. All right, moving on. Bugonia. Bugonia doesn't even have a poster yet or anything.
That's the ugliest font I've ever seen.
That is the actual film logo.
It's the ugliest font I've ever seen in my life.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, but like, it's bad.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Yorgos Lanthimos back in the cut. He's poached Emma Stone and Jesse Plemons again, and this is
Isn't
fun.
begonia like a flower?
I don't know. You can Google that.
No, it's not.
This is another movie set for a November release date. November looks stacked. Probably there's going to be some shit that's going to get moved out and pushed forward, I think. But yeah, Bugonia, Yorgos Lanthimos, aiming for a November release date. Emma Stone, Jesse Plemons are starring. It is a. I don't think I could find a better synopsis. This is the Yorgos Lanthimos.
I'm reading it currently. It's crazy.
Yeah,
Oh, I love this.
is
movie.
the Yorgos
Oh, I love
Lanthimos.
it.
Yeah. This is the Yorgos Lanthimos movie I've been the most excited for. Two conspiracy obsessed young men kidnap the high-powered CEO of a major company, convinced that she is an alien intent on destroying planet Earth.
I love it. I
Yorgos
love it.
is gonna cook.
Yes.
Plemons is gonna cook. Stone is gonna cook. I might fly to Venice to catch the premiere. If this is what this is, I don't know. Yeah,
This is award season
I'm hoping.
already going.
You know
for
what?
it.
I see November release day. I hope TIFF is what I hope for. Because I plan to be at TIFF.
Yeah.
I hope TIFF.
If
Like, that's-
if it's stiff, I'm gonna have to go.
I'm telling you, Nick, the way that this
Yeah.
year is lining up, you're gonna have to be with me at TIFF. 'Cause I promise you, it's getting hectic. Like it's getting messy. Like it's like it feels
Bruh.
too good.
Skipping the first 2 weeks of class for stiff. Let's
It
go.
feels, no, I would never do that. We got to be responsible.
Bruh,
Beacons of
responsible.
responsibility on this show.
Yeah.
Another banger, heater incoming. F1 baby. You recognize
I've
that
heard about-
dude from his eyes?
Of course I do.
Brad Pitt,
Are you
baby.
I was gonna ask if you were gonna give me $5. It was gonna be the easiest $5 in my
it
life.
was easy. This movie is a summer blockbuster coming right for June 27th. It's directed by Joseph Kaczynski.
When is the UFC movie coming out?
That is a movie that I forgot about until I was halfway through this video, and I didn't want to bring it up because I thought you were going to throw it in my face like the way you just did right now. I forgot about the Smashing Machine. I don't know if it's coming in 2025. I hope so. I hope so.
Because this movie, like as well as the UFC movies, which is why I brought it up, not because I wanted to expose you. I feel like it's been in the works
It
for
doesn't
so
have a
long.
release date, so I didn't put it. Thank God.
So okay. So like it's been in the works for so long, or at least we've been hearing about it for so long. Like I remember watching the race that he was in, Rapid,
Yeah.
just doing what he had to do,
Yeah.
and all that jazz. And like we've all known about this movie for so long. To see it actually unfolding, I don't know how I dissociate it from actual races in a movie, I don't know how it's gonna have value. Because I feel like you already get so much thrill from a race. How are you supposed to narrate it in a way that is not already done? You know what I'm saying?
I so here's my like rebuttal in a way. Not because I don't think your point is fair. Your point is fair. It's a valid concern. But like here's a dumb type of thing. We've all seen jets fly. Why did Joseph Kosinski make Top Gun Maverick the coolest fucking thing ever? I feel like that's similar type of
Yeah,
game
but
here for him.
the
Where it's
difference
like,
is there's no mission in F1 except winning.
well, that he'll make it interesting. I'm convinced. Like I'm convinced
I
he
mean,
knows
bringing
how to
family
manipulate the
drama, bringing
camera.
everything, it's fine, but it's just
To me, I think this is going to be like more of like a like a buddy cop, like not buddy cop because they're not cops, but like a it's a racing
the
legend
dualities between
who's
the two,
yeah,
like
it's a
the two
racing
drivers there.
legend who's forced out of retirement to help them win a championship, and he's trying to mentor this young driver who's like a hotshot and Damon Idris, and it's like to me that's the dynamic they're gonna go for to have
Hmm.
the stakes kind of high,
And for that dynamic,
kinda like a Rooster and Maverick in Top Gun
hmm
Maverick,
and
and
the fact that they chose
we'll
that
see.
actor, Brad Pitt, for it, I feel like it's a great thing. Like it's
He
a good
is.
decision
He
because
is.
like he kind of did it with George Clooney a lot. Like we've had The Wolves, right? Where
Yeah, it
like
was
there
that was
was
an
this
okay
like
movie, but it did feature
no, but
banter.
in the like relationship between the two, like the
Yeah,
old and the new, and I feel like
yeah,
he's good at that. He's really good at like like one on one. Like when you put two actors together, I feel like Brad Pitt and anyone in a conversation, in acting, in doing scenes, he's one of the greatest at interacting with another character.
I think he kind of goes in that same. This is another like Tom Cruise for Joseph Kosinski, because Tom Cruise has that. He's sleek, he's suave, he's charming, a little arrogant, but he's able to be mature enough
Hmm.
to overcome some hot shots.
Yeah.
That's kind of the same type of thing you're getting here. The only thing I don't like is that this thing's called F1. I'm like, that's like making a hockey movie and calling it NHL, or
Hmm.
making like a football movie and calling it NFL. Like, why would
Hmm.
you do that? Just make a movie, a narrative.
The
Because
Saudis are
to
ready in
me,
that
to
guy. The
me,
Saudis. You
yeah,
cannot
but
predict what they're gonna do.
to me, my only issue is that I'm very excited for this movie, but it ties it constantly to the league. It'll feel like a commercial. Like
Hmm.
that's
Yep.
what it'll feel like for most of it, and that kind of sucks. I wish it was its own narrative thing, and
Hmm.
it didn't have to be so
Yeah.
tied to F1. But it
Because
is
I'm
what it
not
is.
so appealed by it. Like it doesn't appeal me at all. Although I
I
would have
guess.
liked it to be like appeal more, but it's just it feels so like sterile. Like I don't know how you could bring warmth to this, because like part of what makes F1 so great is the personalities of the entire grid, like all the teams
Yeah.
interacting, and when you're solely focusing on one guy, how are you gonna make an hour and 30, 2 hours, 2 hours and
Oh,
10? I
this
don't
is
know how long the
easily
movie is.
230. This is easily 220, 230.
Yeah, but like I don't know how you're gonna make it 220 interesting the entire time.
I'm convinced. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Like that's how convinced I am he can pull it
Hmm.
out. It's just how I couldn't answer how, but I'm convinced he will. So I'm gonna let him do it. Like that's the kind of situation I
I
find
need
myself in.
camera shots like we've had in challengers where you're gonna bring me into like positions that you do not expect.
I think he
Like
can do it.
yeah, he could
That's
do
what
it.
I think he could do. That's what I think he did with Top Gun Maverick in the planes. That's what I think he can do with this one as well. I think it's going to be a lot of fun to watch. Like it's going to be thrilling,
Mm.
and we'll see where it goes. I have one movie left on this list.
Go ahead.
Um, this is completely personal pick because this is the movie I have the most like. I don't know if you're going to work or not, but I know that it's the movie I am the most excited for, and that's Hurry Up Tomorrow, which is the Weeknd's album that he's turning into a movie that he's starring in, and that's where it ends on the Weeknd's front. Although I'd like to touch on him a little bit as well. Pause. Uh, but like Jenna Ortega, Barry Keoghan are in this, and it's directed by Trey Edward Schultz, who directed Waves and It Comes at Night for A24. So where I see myself with this thing is First of all, I have a very big love for The Weeknd. His artistry, his ability to like create atmosphere, and I like his records. I like his albums. I love the artist that is The Weeknd. I think that he tried his first hand at acting in The Idol, and The Idol was a disaster. I think this is another chance for him to prove himself, but he's putting himself more in touch with what the content actually is. Like, I feel like this is gonna be more situational for him. It'll help him plant himself into, kind of how he did when he made the album After Hours, and he was making all those music videos and he was acting in them. And you're like, this is actually a lot of fun. This character is crazy. Well, that's The Weeknd's character. And so I think this is going to be better for him when he can kind of work with his own stuff. What to say about Jenna Ortega and Barry Keoghan? I mean, what is there not to say? Barry Keoghan is one of the best actors up and coming, one of the best actors who's pretty much established at this point. Jenna Ortega is a stunning actress in her own right. She's pushed her way up to the top as well. And, they're accompanied by The Weeknd, which I don't know how exactly he fits in the grand scheme of things, but he does, and it's going to work out well, I'm convinced.
My phone just died.
I knew it would die.
There's no way it actually died.
I told you, your black screen for the rest of the...
Oh my God, he actually died.
It's okay, you'll be black screen for the rest of the show.
I had 70% battery all day.
I know. I know. I just think that the having Trey Edward Schultz at the helm too, it just makes the whole thing very interesting. Hurry Up Tomorrow, top of my list. The movie I'm most excited for. It has a May 16th theatrical release date, so looking forward to it. I don't have much else to say about it though, because there's not much plot.
Because truth be
told, psychological thriller, I guess.
It's gonna be what it is. And I feel like since it's an accompanying piece to the album, I don't think we're going to be able to rate it the same way we do normal movies. And it's just weird.
I definitely will.
Yeah, you can. But, why would you? Because that's not the point,
It's an extension of the album. I don't think it necessarily, needs to exist.
I agree with that.
Really, I have to listen to the album first. I don't know.
We're getting ahead of ourselves.
I see the team, I see the vision, and I get excited on account of that. You know what I mean? I think that's
for it to be your favorite movie that coming up.
It is my most anticipated movie. It really is. I'm eager to see what this is because of the names attached to it. Not because necessarily The Weeknd's name. First of all, Trey Edward Schultz, who directed Waves, which is one of my favorite movies of the past 10 years. Jenna Ortega, Barry Keoghan, who have never teamed up before, which is a crazy team up within itself. And then The Weeknd himself, who just happens to be one of my favorite artists. So perhaps it's a lousy pick after the 19 other movies we've been through, but it's just a pick that's personal to me, I guess. I'm not gonna.
It's yours.
Yeah, it's I did have 19 other movies before them that I'm all excited about. I didn't rank any of them. This is just the one I kept for the end because, if anybody's still watching, they can be oh,
small
this
treat.
is it. So that's it. That's really it. Those are my 20 highest ranked movies of this very, very solid
surprisingly
year in terms of release. It's
surprisingly stacked.
It really is.
Compared to last year, surprisingly so. Because we had a lot of good movies, but they were on the back end.
Yeah, for sure.
Whereas this year,
this is going to be a lot of fun. This is starting early, starting in the back. The hype is alive. Mm-hmm. And we still have the remnants of 2024 that we haven't gotten around to. Yep. We haven't gotten a chance to... Well, that just came out today on Netflix.
Yeah, I need to watch it.
I know. It's you know what the score is on Rotten Tomatoes?
No.
100%. Certified fresh. It's a banger apparently. It's a heater.
I know.
But we haven't seen still Nickel Boys, The Brutalist,
Who
September 5th.
Who fucking cares?
Well, The
Wallace
Brutalist.
And Gromit.
Okay,
true. But Wallace and Gromit. My
You
favorite
said,
Brit.
I said the Brutalist. He's like, okay, true. But Wallace and Gromit. Yeah, no, Wallace and Gromit's going to be a lot of fun as well. Yeah, it's stacked. And yeah, so we're going to start off January with kind of recapping, closing out the year before with some of the movies that we
Bro.
didn't get a chance to see. And we will step into February with a lot of bangers, including Hard Eyes, which is what I'm excited for.
I'm the only thing I'm gonna be happy. If there's anything I'm gonna be happy about for 2025 when the year ends, is there's a chance for the only time in my life that Wallace and Gromit makes it to the number one movies I've most liked this year, like of a year.
I hope for your sake.
That would be crazy. No, I hope not. I hope something better than Wallace and Gromit
Well,
comes out.
like we just went through 20 movies that are potentially better, so we'll see what happens.
Bro, there's no way.
We'll see. We'll see. Anyway, that brings us to the end of our episode. Thank you very much for listening to this episode of the CineCloud Podcast. If you like this episode of the CineCloud Podcast, feel free to share it, like it, talk to your friends about it, talk to your mom about it, talk to your dog about it. We appreciate all the support we can get. It's been a really fun time going over these past 20 movies, and we look forward to seeing you in the
Future.
very, very soon future. Thank
Soon
you very
future.
much.
My favorite time.
Soon future or near? I said it should have been near future. Fuck, I can't speak. All right. Thank you very much. Have a good one. Bye.
Bye-bye.